Our great veterans. I do want to say welcome home to those of you from the Vietnam era. You are not recognized enough, in my opinion, still, so welcome home to you. Just as an aside, we have the distinct honor of showing our film acronym to members on Capitol Hill a couple of weeks ago. And one of our veterans in the film, Bill Miller, a Vietnam veteran who was a chaplain's assistant, had not taken a trip since 2006. So that was like, oh, he hasn't been on a plane in a long time. But he'd never been to Washington, D.C. And I know a couple of my team members here who are in the film would agree that going to the Vietnam Memorial and the Wall with someone who had never been to D.C., let alone the memorial, was something that I know we will never forget. And if you're not aware, at the wall, it is not alphabetical. It is by date. And a volunteer took Bill and put his arm around him, and Bill was able to identify 8 people from one day that had sacrificed so much for our country. So, very special month to recognize. Project Sanctuary is an organization that came upon my radar maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and they were and have been instrumental in not only making me realize as a citizen and a member of the media to not forget the military families. And that's the part that I wanted to recognize, especially at this point. We've recognized our veterans, but I want to recognize those of you that are military family members, your husband or wife, your son or daughter, your niece, your nephew, maybe your grandfather who hasn't talked about his service yet, or your father. We recognize military families, and that's what this is all about. I will say this from interviewing over my career, probably hundreds of military family members. Sometimes in an interview, I'm able to coerce the veteran to say more than the spouse has ever heard. But you are forgotten, but not forgotten, but you are true heroes. You keep the home fires burning, whether it was a victory garden in World War II or taking that Skype and you didn't know if your loved one was going to be able to from halfway around the world. We honor you, and that's why this organization is so special, because it treats and assists the entire family unit. And I can tell you, just from personal experience in doing our film, Project Sanctuary works. It works. And we have one specific example in our film. Before the retreat and before the film that they viewed, Dad and son weren't playing catch anymore because the PTS was just too severe. Now they're playing catch again. These types of stories would not be possible, I think, without organizations like this one. I do want to recognize 2 people tonight who are in our film acronym. Scott Lee is lead counselor for Project Sanctuary. I love this guy like a brother. I still think table 6 is my favorite table, but table 8, Scott, just stand up. Scott has saved lives. And Karen, his wife, you know how special I think you are, and I appreciate everything that you've done. And Scott is one of our veterans in the film who shares the most tragic, emotional points of his life, hopefully to cut down to 22 suicides a day. And as Scott so eloquently says, we're going to start with 21 and 74, and then we'll get to 20 and 73. Another veteran in our film, a terrific United States Air Force veteran, Staff Sergeant Jennifer Birch, please, from table 6, I might add. These veterans that came together for my film, and again, we proudly, for one of the segments on alternative therapies, feature Project Sanctuary. And I'm not sure, is it on the website, on your website? I'm told it should be. There's got to be a web person in here. Google it and put it on there. But it's just so much an honor to have highlighted this organization. All right. At every retreat, at some point during the 6-day stay, there's a birthday party. You ready to party? Not even my Marines? This party, though, at the retreats is not just any birthday party. The Project Sanctuary birthday party includes cake and candles and singing, but instead of obviously celebrating a specific person, the birthday instead focuses and signifies all of the birthday parties, frankly, as well as holidays and anniversaries, major days that have been missed because of deployment. Just think, for the moment now of all the important moments in our lives. And because of deployment, how many, unfortunately, even up to births of children, have to be missed. Soccer games and swim meets and spelling bees, because duty called. And they're there to answer that bell. So tonight we're going to honor these among many other sacrifices made on all of our behalves with a little birthday party of our own. That's why you had to save your dessert. Makes sense now? See? Yeah. All right. So, right there in front of you, you got a piece of cake. Now, unfortunately, the stadium does not want us to have open flame. So instead, get out your cell phone. And I have no idea how to work the flashlight on my phone, but you probably do. So get it out there. What is that? Is that table 9 right there? Table 9 right on point, right there. Okay. You know what? Can you bring me my cell phone? Because, we are tweeting out #OPSGala. I don't need it turned on. I just need to find the flashlight. Who was that? Was that table 9? I had just given you praise. All right. Whoops, I got it on selfie, narcissist. Okay. I look good, though. Wow. I'm kidding. Okay, I'm going to do a panorama of all of you perfect folks. By the way, I know that there are some of you that never listen to our show. And it hurts, I'm going to be honest. Broadcast in Little Rock. That'd be www.koanewsradio.com/live. You can get it anywhere. iHeartMedia. How about that, huh? That was good. This was unscripted, folks. All right, here we go. $20. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Get your cell phone, turn it, light it in the air. We're going to be human candles tonight. I'm reading my script verbatim. So this will be a pretty cool photo op. I already actually did that. But we're supposed to have a photographer come up. Oh, you already got it? How about our photographer tonight? Come on up here. Are you looking for love? I can auction you off. Handsome guy. He's got a ring, but it ain't on that finger. Okay, so are we good? All right, everybody hold it up. Let's hear it for our photographer. All the single ladies. All right. I could be boring. Some of you are going, you are. Okay, we're now going to, I guess we're not going to sing. Which personally, if I had any input on this rundown, I would have sang. I'm just telling you. Maybe the second annual. Should we sing? You know what, though? Over here to my right, I won't even look at them. I heard a no. Hey! Here's where it gets difficult. Happy birthday, dear Project Sanctuary families. Maybe I was supposed to read the script a little closer because I didn't know that the birthday video was actually a song. Okay. You still have your cell phones out, right? No. You put them away. If there, in all seriousness, get your cell phones out. If there is a military family in your life that you'd like to pay tribute to tonight, you can do it through the ease of your cell phone. And I think this is great. And I've seen this really work at other charity fundraisers, so hopefully you will make this a success tonight. You can recognize the sacrifices of missing the birthdays and the holidays and sometimes the childbirths and other occasions spent apart. Text military to 80077. Military to 80077. That'll send $25 to Project Sanctuary to help our families continue to heal and hopefully make up for some of those lost moments. So thank you for taking part and having a little fun. I want to recognize now for a second time, so get ready to get your butts up because you want to give a standing ovation. It's really been, over the last couple of years, so rewarding to see through Scott and Jennifer and Heather the success that started with one person's idea. And anybody, which of course it makes our country great, we can have an idea and make it something special. But imagine having an idea and sacrificing and maxing out credit cards, wondering if your vision can succeed, and then having it succeed. And not only that, saving lives. Please welcome tonight Project Sanctuary's founder and CEO, Heather Ehle.
So honored, proud to be here tonight. And no, it's not just me, it's not a founder. Project Sanctuary has been built by our military families, for our military families. And I'm honored every day to be able to wake up and do what I love. So thank you so much, Steffan. And I want to thank you all, everyone in this room, for being here tonight. Can everybody hear me okay? Okay. By being here tonight, each of you are providing a voice and hope to all of our military families. You acknowledge that their challenges are real, their sacrifices have been great, and that their healing is well earned. I want to recognize